Why I always feel like I have to prove myself. No matter where I go, no matter my experience, yeah, I feel like I just got to prove myself to people. And why I feel like this. I feel like this in general, yeah, because I'm in an industry which is mainly full of white people, which makes scrutiny look a little bit different for someone who is black like myself. There is a level of my face looking young because I'm young and vibrant, if you didn't know. And on top of that, I think it's people do not walk around with the benefit of the doubt. They want to test people's patience, test your ability, but also test you as an individual. And I feel that some ways in people testing you can come across disrespectful towards yourself, or, oh, okay, it's just a test. I've been in many different workplaces, worked with hundreds of different engineers, and realised we all ain't on the same skill level. We all don't understand and comprehend things the same. On my other channel, I've done a video about common sense most recently, and it isn't common, even in construction, which is damaging because you need common sense, to be honest. You know, you can hurt yourself and others when you're inside the workplace, but that's another conversation to have. But the whole having to make yourself available for others in this space of like, I'm going to prove myself, prove my relevance to you, is more a man ego thing. A lot of men walk around with this egotistical understanding. I'm someone, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. We all can't be somebody, innit? It just doesn't make sense, innit? If it was all somebody, what the fuck are we doing there? And I get that we all have never met each other as well, so therefore there's this level of I'm me, you're you, respect me. And that's not how everybody sees a level of respect. Some people are going to respect you because you're academically smart. Others are going to respect you because you can do. And other people are going to respect you because you do what they tell you to do. So a perfect example of that is me working for the upper echelons in life, the billionaires of Chelsea, Knightsbridge. I've been there for best part of 5 years, around them areas, right? So working for these house managers, because it's a rarity that you would meet the person themselves, but I have met a few. They just want you to do. They don't want to hear you explain why you need to do it. Just do it and just leave. Just get on with it, yeah? Because if you think that I read reports or give a fuck about what you've written down, I don't. You know, I pay. So that's it. That's where the buck stops. You're in a maintenance situation, which I've worked a lot in maintenance and building services. Oh, well, why are we doing this? They want an explanation on why we're doing something. And when you tell them, it has to be believable for them, even if they didn't know about it, right? So you might say to someone, let me think of a scenario, what has happened. Oh, there's water heaters which are on every floor. So there's 8 floors, right? Water heaters which serve the toilets. Those have elements in it, and the elements go sometimes, yeah? So I've said to the manager, oh, we need to change the elements. That's why we haven't got no hot water on that floor, because they're all fed separately from every single floor, right? He said, oh, okay, when can you do it? I said, I can do it on the weekend. How long is it going to take you? Probably all weekend. This person's an electrician. That was me testing them to say, do you know what you're talking about? Because if you knew what you're talking about, you wouldn't say to me that it's going to take this long, because it's a 2-minute thing. Just saying. And then on the flip side, you've got a customer who turns around and says to you, oh, I need a new stack, new radiators, new pipe work, new this, new that, and they've written down everything they need. So they might be the person that comes across and says, can you do this? Yeah, I can do this. Can you show me previous work when you've done this? Oh, okay, proving myself again. Let me show you the thing again. Which, you know, if I was going to get my car tyres changed, yeah, I would like to know that it's from a shop which actually changes car tyres. It's quite simple. So you got to have something to show for it, right? But it's straining on you because it puts pressure on you every single time you deal with any of those people. Any of them. Because you don't know how they're going to react, or you don't know what they're going to say back to you. So it always makes me think to myself, how's this person going to test me? Because I know it will come at some point, but it's in what form? Are you going to say, just get on with that? Are you going to say, oh, but you didn't run it past me? Because people like to trick you up with stuff like that. So I have got my 3 points for this video, because you know that's how we do it. And before I go into any of the 3 points, because I'm just going to run them through, I want to ask you guys what you think. Do you feel that you have to prove yourself to people when you go to see them as a tradesperson? Prove your worth? Let me know in the comment section below. All you got to do is click on it. And you got to subscribe as well, because we haven't spoke about that this episode, but need you to subscribe, man. You're not doing your subscribing. Right, let's get to these questions. Right, so recognizing it first is the first step to owning your confidence, yeah? That's one of the key points. Social and cultural pressures in the trade. So there are a lot of pressures in the trade for anyone that comes into it, when people say, oh, well, you know, electricians don't tidy up, or like all plumbers should have a dust sheet and have a towel and have a... That's cultural things that people want to try and adopt, and there's a lot of pressure to do a lot of those things, and I'm just giving you an example, right? So it's a lot of pressure to go to suppliers early before you got to go to the job, get what you want, make sure they got what you want, double check it, then make your way to the place to be there on time. Oh, I'm 5 minutes late. Oh my God, I can't believe that you're 5 minutes late. Just had to pick up your stuff and been in an hour's traffic, innit? Could have told you that, but I just wanted to tell you that I'm going to be arriving a bit late. It's pressure. Think about it. Early career habits stake even after success, yeah? So I'm trying to explain it. So if we got habits here, like early career habits, which might be a habit of turning up half an hour early to your job all the time. You've now added on half an hour to your life, anywhere where you go. Oh, got an 8 o'clock appointment, I'm here at 7:30. Could I get started now? Oh, no, you can't get started now. But that might be a habit which you put yourself under because you've been late once before, and you don't want to keep doing that. And maybe you're operating as your own business, so it's not a good idea to do. It is a good idea to turn up early, but you've now put that extra pressure on yourself as a tradesperson. I want to know what you think of the points which I've made, and if you agree. But most of all, I want to ask you to subscribe and like, yeah, because that's most important. Subscribe, like, and look out for the next time I'm uploading. Let's get it.